Good morning. That's better. My name is Dr. David Bickford. I am your superintendent. I have been privileged to be your superintendent for the last 9 months. This is the first time that we have had all of our students, faculty, and staff together at one time. We are here to receive a very high honor from the New Hampshire Department of Education. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge a number of dignitaries who are with us. I'm going to introduce them and ask them to stand, and we'll hold our applause to the end. First, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Lauren Anderson, Director of the Littleton Chamber of Commerce. Hold your applause, please. Mr. James Annan, former chair of the Littleton Board. Mr. Milton Bratz from the Littleton Board of Selectmen. Miss Lynn LaHoot, President of the Friends of Lakeway. Chief Joe Mercieri of the Littleton Fire Department. Chief Paul Smith of the Littleton Police Department. Mrs. Ann Wiggett, Chair of the Littleton Board. Dr. Barbara Annan, member of the Littleton School Board. Mr. Greg Cook, member of the Littleton School Board. Mrs. Leslie Robbins, member of the Littleton School Board. Mrs. Millie Nelson, member of the school board. Dr. Virginia Berry, New Hampshire Commissioner of Education. Ms. Lisa Lavoie, principal of the North Country Charter Academy. Representative Brad Bailey, from the New Hampshire Legislature, Representative Aaron Hennessy, Representative Linda Massimilla, Senator Jeff Woodburn, Mr. Greg Odell, State Board of Education, Mr. Jerry Lesage, Treasurer of the Littleton School District, Executive Counselor Joseph Kenny, Mr. Brian Ward, member of the community who was instrumental in bringing this celebration to fruition, Mr. Gerald Wynn, school moderator, Mr. Jeff Brommer, park commissioner, Mr. Ryan Glass, recreation director. Have I missed people? Welcome them all. Thank you very much for attending. Because we're a school and because we're doing school things, we have scheduled an action-packed half hour for you. All of the laughs from the adults is, can we pull it off in a half hour? But without ado, I would like to introduce the 6th grade leadership team to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
When I was asked to bring this celebration together, it was important for me that students participate. We will have a musical selection now by the Lakeway Elementary School Chorus. To have been chosen by the Department of Education as recipients of the Circle of Excellence Award. I'd like to invite Mr. Jim Annan to review with us the criteria for this award.
Well, good morning, everyone. What an honor to be here with all of our distinguished guests, but especially all of the students and the staff. I don't think I've ever seen all the students and staff together at one time. It is an amazing sight. Someone needs to take a picture. This is absolutely awesome. But you are all very deserving of the award you're about to receive today. And in just a moment, you're going to hear all the reasons why you were selected. But I want to read to you the criteria that was used first in the actual selection process. The Commissioner's Circle of Excellence Award. The Commissioner's Circle of Excellence recognizes schools and districts that aspire towards excellence by being bold and innovative, dedicated to providing the best educational opportunities possible for children. These awards and recognitions build community awareness about our state's finest schools and school districts and showcase the extraordinary talent in our state. The future prosperity of New Hampshire depends upon the high quality of education. This award is designed to recognize accomplishments of individual schools and school districts which uphold the values of accomplishment and innovation. In the school, the Commissioner's Circle of Excellence have performed well on all measures. Students in these schools have excellent attendance records. They have proven a high degree of academic proficiency, continued growth, and a high participation rate on standardized tests of student achievement. In addition, these schools have demonstrated innovation, personalization, and multiple paths to learning. Furthermore, these schools contain adults who care very much about their students and demonstrate guidance and commitment to the ongoing growth of students within the schoolhouse and beyond the schoolhouse walls. Thank you very much.
In being recognized for this award, we needed to outline the accomplishments of our schools and our school district. I would like to invite Mackenzie Allaire and Kelsey Polton, Hannah Brown, Taylor Nelson, Rochelle Eastman, and Nathaniel Rossi to review the Lakeway Elementary School accomplishments.
For 2015, television station WMUR ranked Lakeway among the 30th
Best elementary schools in New Hampshire out of 298 elementary schools.
Over the past 10 years, Lakeway has consistently scored in the top 25% for all elementary schools on the state NECAP tests. Lakeway students in grade 3 and 4 ranked the third highest in combined NECAP test scores in New Hampshire out of 298 elementary schools.
One of the criteria for the award is a parental and community support. I'd like to invite Ms. Lynn LaHoot, Chair of the Friends of Lakeway.
So it only seems appropriate at this time that I take a picture of everybody. So everybody smile right now. We're going to do a pano. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Smiling. Everybody's smiling. Keep smiling. Oh, this is going to look so good on the Facebook page. All right. Friends of Lakeway, a parent-teacher organization, annually raises $10,000 to $20,000 each year to support cultural, educational, and enrichment programs at the school. Lakeway has received the New Hampshire Blue Ribbon Award by the New Hampshire Partners in Education Consortium for the last 28 years in a row for maintaining an outstanding volunteer program with an average of 90 school volunteers, annually donating between 12,000 to 13,000 hours to enrich and enhance the Lakeway students' educational experience. But we can't do it all without all the volunteers, so thank you.
One of the distinctive qualities of the Littleton School District is the fact that we have a tech ed center as part of our district. I would like to invite Amanda Dane, member of the senior class, to talk about the accomplishments of the Hugh H. Gallen Career and Technical Center.
Littleton High School is the smallest high school in the state of New Hampshire to fund and operate a career and technical center. It is the only Division IV high school in the state of New Hampshire with a career and technical center. All of the programs at Hugh J. Gallen Career and Technical Center have articulated agreements with White Mountain Community College and other post-secondary institutions where students can earn college credits taking career and technical programs in a high school setting. A high majority go on to attend post-secondary education in their career pathways. In addition, many of our programs offer other certifications which are transferable to employment opportunities, such as the Career and Technical Center Health Science Program, where 140 students have received their LNA certification in the past 12 years. The Hugh Gallen Career and Technical Center offers programs in engineering, Project Lead the Way, career system technology, automotive technology, building construction, teacher education, fire science, business, health science technology, and broadcast technology. The classes in these programs are qualified for college credits through the Running Start program. In 2015, the CTC will offer a CNC manufacturing training program in partnership with Littleton manufacturers, who are expanding and creating employment opportunities in the Littleton Industrial Park, which is home to 14 businesses and 1,200 jobs. This program is funded in partnership with the New Hampshire Community Development Funding Agency and the Northern Community Investment Corporation.
Sharing with us some of the qualities of Littleton High School is Gavin Cook, President of the National Honor Society.
Littleton High School graduates have a high acceptance rate for post-secondary education. In 2014, Littleton High School reduced its dropout rate from 19% in 2002 to 0% in 2014 and had a 100% graduation rate. Littleton High School students have been very active in the community through our community service program by accumulating 92,369 hours of community service hours between 2000 and 2015. Littleton High School is accredited through the New England Association of Schools and Colleges. The alumni have become doctors, engineers, accountants, lawyers, healthcare and education professionals, and military professionals.
Sharing with us the accomplishments of the Daisy Bronson Middle School are Jason Bremer and Joe DePalma.
Daisy Bronson Middle School has celebrated many accomplishments. We focus on team building and collaboration. Teachers provide us with engaging learning opportunities, including our first environmentally focused paperless class. We also have the benefit of assisting the New Hampshire Fish and Game by raising and releasing trout from the egg stage. Our student government plans hands-on experiences that benefit the community. Each winter, we volunteer at the Rock Estate to assist families with their tree selections. Individuals and teams have the opportunity to challenge themselves academically. Our Technology Student Association, TSA, team took first, second, and third at this year's conference. Nice job, Will Adams, Zach Horn, and Hudson Marks. For the third year in a row, Joe DePalma represented our school at the state Geography B. This year, he placed fifth. Grace Phelps was honored to represent us at Junior Middle School All-State Musical Festival. "20 of us entered the VFW Patriots Pen Essay contest this year, and Joe placed second in the state of New Hampshire's competition. Thank you for recognizing the richness of our school.
Sharing with us an overview of the Alternative Education and Support Program is Lisa Lavoie, Principal of the North Country Charter Academy.
Alternative Education and Support Programs. Littleton High School is a partner with North Country Charter Academy in Littleton, which is recognized as the most effective charter school in the state of New Hampshire. Littleton High School also partners with the North Country Workplace Education Program, along with Lisbon and Profile High Schools. Nearly 100 Littleton High School students have successfully completed extended learning opportunities through business internships since 2012. This program is offered in partnership with Plymouth State University and the Grafton County Economic Development Council. In addition, Littleton High School includes the Littleton Academy, which provides innovative educational programming for non-traditional learners for approximately 20 students per year at the former Daisy Bronson Middle School.
Another of the criteria for the award was the maintenance and improvements of facilities. I'd like to invite Ann Wiggett, who is chair of the Littleton School Board.
where would we be with our educational accomplishments if we didn't also keep our infrastructure together? So Littleton schools have received ongoing capital support from the community and the state. In 2002, Littleton High School had an addition and renovation for $6.5 million. In 2010, we had a new Hugh J. Gelling Career and Technical Center and Daisy Bronson Middle School for the amount of $10.8 million. Mildred C. Lakeway Elementary School, which was built in 1950, has seen $1.6 million in upgrades over the years. Since 2011, there has been $550,000 in computer hardware, software, networking, and security system upgrades. And since 2008, the town of Littleton has appropriated over $1.5 million for town sidewalk improvements, including a $206,000 town school grant from the New Hampshire Department of Transportation Safe Routes to School program to improve our sidewalks and lakeway crosswalks for the safety of Littleton students. Thank you.
Key to the success of the Littleton schools is the partnership we enjoy with the town government and the citizens of Littleton. I'd like to invite Mr. Milton Bratz, Selectman, to share the accomplishments of this cooperation.
The school and town partnerships are the following, the current ones. Littleton High School sponsors a Veterans Day ceremony to honor Littleton's military veterans. Conducted by the National Honor Society, 65 veterans were honored in 2014. The Littleton Area Senior Citizen Center and the Littleton School District have an ongoing creative partnership with LHS students providing computer training for seniors. The center also participates in the North Country Internship Program and sponsors field trips for Lakeway students, including a zoo, cookies and carols for second graders, and a Adopt a Grandparent program. The LHS National Honor Society annually serves Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners to the seniors at the center. Lakeway's recycling program is continually recognized as one of the best school recycling programs in New Hampshire, in partnership with the Town of Littleton's Recycling Center, which is also annually ranked in the top 3 in the state of New Hampshire. Thank you.
I'd like to invite the Littleton High School Band to perform a selection demonstrating the role of the arts in our curriculum and our educational program. I would like to ask Eric Schaefer, Vice President of the Class of 16, to come forward to introduce our Commissioner of Education.
Good day, everyone. I'm here to introduce a very important person, the New Hampshire Commissioner of Education, Dr. Virginia Berry. Dr. Virginia Berry was sworn in as the New Hampshire Commissioner of Education on June 1st, 2009, and was reappointed on March 10th, 2013. She received her Bachelor degree of Science from Florida State University and Master's from Queens College. She later went on to get her doctorate from Florida State University with postdoctoral studies at New York University, Harvard, William, and Mary. Now, the Commissioner is responsible for the organizational goals of the Department of Education. She also is directly responsible for all SAUs, promoting excellence in education and providing resources through state and federal programs. Dr. Berry has over 30 years' experience in education as a teacher and a leader. Commissioner Berry is committed to keeping the best interests of the children of New Hampshire at the forefront of her practice. And on a personal note, I have met Miss Berry before in an interview, and she gives off an aura of professionalism that you're about to experience in a couple seconds here. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Dr. Virginia Berry.
Well, good morning, everyone, and it's really an amazing pleasure for me to be here today. I don't know if we'll finish exactly at 11:30, and I know Senator Woodburn has to leave, but I want to say that I have a long history with Littleton. When I came to New Hampshire in 1979, the first place that I visited was Littleton, New Hampshire. I taught a class at the College for Lifelong Learning on Main Street. And ever since that point in time, Ray Burton, a very close friend, continued to keep me involved in the city of Littleton. And so I really appreciate it. I really want to thank Dr. Bickford and his staff for all the amazing work and the planning that went into today's event, because today's event is really quite unusual as it relates to the Circle of Excellence. I'd like to thank Brian Ward for inviting me throughout the years to various activities, economic development, activities that the town of Littleton has taken very seriously in making sure each citizen has the best that New Hampshire has to give. Senator Woodburn, who has been really very supportive of public education, and your representatives, Brad Bailey, Erin Hennessy, and Linda Massimillo. I thank all of you. I especially thank the parents and community members that are here today, because as you heard, the kind of work that goes on in the city of Littleton to support children is really very rare. When you ask and you talk about the kinds of activities that you've been able to sponsor, it's really quite amazing. When we look at the Circle of Excellence, this award started in the last 5 years. One of our goals is to recognize communities such as yours that really do aspire to have excellence in education, that on an ongoing basis you look to sustain education at its best. I want to thank the teachers in Littleton because they have much to be proud of. When we look at scores of achievement, it's really not so much about the highest score as much as it's about the continued improvement, and you have much to be proud of. Your 11th grade reading scores exceed most in the state of New Hampshire, and as many of you know, reading by far is one of the highest predictors of adult success. This is really quite amazing. So look at the great work that you've done. What makes this award very special today is we have never in the award period have given an award to every school in the district. And when we looked overall at the overall innovations, performance, and by the way, we know you've gone through many changes. The ability to achieve excellence and sustain these changes can be very complicated. So we are very pleased that we're able to recognize your elementary school, your middle school, and your high school. What's also very unusual today is we have never recognized a CTE program. Littleton's CTE program is one of the best, if not the best, in the state of New Hampshire. Your work that you have done to create the kinds of career opportunities for students that hopefully engage them to stay within the Littleton community is outstanding, and we want to recognize that. Today is a very difficult time for many districts in our state and communities. The financial constraints, the various kinds of political issues we face in trying to sustain public education, but through that all, Littleton comes out first in making sure that you aspire to excellence for all of your children. I'd like each and every person to sort of pat the person next to them and thank them for being here today. Okay, so one final note before we actually give out the awards. I want to recognize your new academic support center that you're putting into place, which is fabulous. I'd love to see that throughout the entire state in our high schools. I'd also like to recognize your instructional coaching programs that help to support our students and teachers. Recognize the fact that you are seeking highly qualified and effective teachers. This, by far, is one of the most critical elements to a successful school district, and you have them. I'd like to recognize your expansion on your ELOs, your participation in reducing dropout rates significantly to go to a 0 is an amazing feat. And I also would like to recognize, among the many other things that you're doing, is your participation in the New Hampshire Scholars Program. For your high school students, this recognizes on their transcripts, when they move on to their career of choice or college, the fact that they experience a rigorous curriculum in their high school years. So all of these and many more are really outstanding achievements that you should be very proud of. So I'd like the recipients to please come forward, and I'll hold the Circle of Excellence up. This goes on the front door of the school, and it lets every community member, every student know that they are walking into a school of excellence, one that is aspiring every day for the best that you can offer to children. So with that, trying to keep on schedule here, and I had to borrow Kathy's glasses because I forgot mine. I'd like Rick for Lakeway Elementary School to please come forward, Joanne Melanson for Daisy Bronson Middle School and Littleton High School, and also Frank Porfido, the third for U Gallon Center.
This is Taylor Nelson, Commissioner. One of our sixth grade leaders.
And for your high school, and you're the high school?
We have some additional recognitions. I'd like to invite Counselor Joseph D. Kinney to come forward with a recognition of, or a declaration from the Executive Council.
If I could have 3 representatives from the schools come forward here, and we'll push this thing right along, but I have 3 citations, so if I could have someone from the technical college, the high school, and the elementary school to receive these citations, if they could, whoever that might be, Commissioner. First of all, good on you, Crusaders. I first want to congratulate the chorus for Spirit of America, and I was very impressed with the accompanist who was playing the piano but also conducting, and that's doing 2 things at once, and that's something us folks can't do as adults, so I was very impressed with that. I'd also like to say good on you, high school band. You hit that, you nailed it, so congratulations. Now, there's a lot of distinguished guests here, the superintendent, Mr. Bickford, the Department of Education Commissioner, Ms. Berry, and a lot of our elected officials, volunteers, teachers, parents, friends of educators. But I got to say, I got a call about a week ago from the school here, from the superintendent's office, and he said, Littleton's receiving a Center of Excellence Award from the Department of Education. I said, wow, that is great. Then all of a sudden she said, well, Counselor, they're receiving a second award for another school for the Center of Excellence. And I said, wow, that is amazing. And then she said, Counselor, we're receiving a third award. And I almost passed out. I just said, is that incredible? What's going on in Littleton? What are they drinking? What's in the Kool-Aid? Whatever you're feeding them in school, continue to feed them. And lastly, whatever divine interaction you have, make sure you keep that connection. But I want to congratulate everyone here in the school who has been a part of the Center of Excellence Award. And I have 3 citations that I'll read really quickly. So with the first one would be the high school. State of New Hampshire citation, be it hereby known that I, Joseph D. Kennedy, Executive Council, District 1 of State of New Hampshire, join with my fellow citizens in extending my personal congratulations to Littleton High School for receiving New Hampshire Department of Education Commissioner Center of Excellence Award 2015. Littleton, New Hampshire, with a population of approximately 6,000 people, takes great pride in their school system and the education of their young citizens. Littleton High School, founded in 1857 as a public high school, has a current enrollment of approximately 230 students and attained a 100% graduation rate in 2014. The school also offers community services projects, alternative education, virtual online classes, and Crusader Athletic Department competes in fall, winter, and spring sports. I extend my sincerest congratulations to the Littleton High School teachers, staff, and students for achieving such remarkable results and receiving the Award of Excellence. Congratulations. The Hugh Gallen Career and Technical Center for receiving the New Hampshire Department of Education Commissioner Circle Excellence Award 2015. The Hugh J. Gallen Career and Technical Center is the only one of its kind in Division 4 school in the state of New Hampshire. Among the offerings available for the 240 students who attend are computer science, auto mechanics, building trades, fire science, broadcasting, health science. 2 years ago, the health science program was ranked nationally in the top 10, and 100% of the students in the program went on to attend post-secondary school. The establishment of the Hugh Gallen Career Center and Technical School was an innovative, bold endeavor from a small community that paid off with such wonderful educational opportunities for your young citizens. The community deserves great applause for your vision and commitment. I extend my sincerest congratulations to the Hugh J. Gallen Career and Technical Center teachers, staff, and students, as well as the community at large for achieving such remarkable results. And lastly, the Mildred Lakeway Elementary School K-6 for receiving the New Hampshire Departments of Education's Commissioner Circle of Excellence Award 2015. The Mildred Lakeway Elementary School has achieved excellent attendance records and attained high participation as well as high proficiency on standardized tests. The students consistently rank in the top percentile of the 298 elementary schools in the state of New Hampshire. The Friends of Lakeway, a parent-teacher organization, not only raises funds to support enrichment programs, but has received New Hampshire Blue Ribbon Award by New Hampshire Partners in Education Consortium for 28 years in a row. Wow. I extend my sincerest congratulations to the Mildred Lakeway Elementary School, teachers, staff, and students for achieving such remarkable results. And lastly, you guys need to applaud yourselves, so congratulations.
I would like to invite Senator Jeff Woodburn to present the Executive Council Declaration.
Thank you very much. I have Senate proclamations for each of the schools, which I will leave here with your good superintendent. And I just want to leave with one thought that as a former teacher, we have to believe that we can change kids' lives and people's lives. And for each of you, it's not organizations, it's not institutions, it's not schools, it's parents, teachers, everyone who has an opportunity to change a kid's life. Thank you. This is what this award celebrates. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
For the legislative declaration, I'd like to invite Representative Brad Bailey, Representative Aaron Hennessy, and Representative Linda Massimilla.
I'll be brief so you can get back to getting your lunch and that Kool-Aid that Counselor was talking about. I would like to ask representatives from each school come forward and stand next to Representative Hennessy. If I could have, let's see, Principal Melanson, and next to Representative Massimilla, if Principal Bidgood could come up. And then if Student Representative Frank Profita could come and stand up next to me. We have a declaration for each school, but it all says the same, so I will read this. This is a declaration from the House of Representatives. Let it be known that the New Hampshire House of Representatives on this very special occasion publicly does grant its hearty and sincere congratulations to Mildred Lakeway Elementary School, Littleton High School, Daisy Bronson Middle School, and the Hugh Gallen Career and Technical Center in recognition of being awarded the 2015 Commissioner's Circle of Excellence Award, and be it further known that the New Hampshire House of Representatives, by virtue of the Speaker's signature inscribed below, recognizes and honors the Hugh Gallen Career and Technical Center for providing the best educational opportunities possible for their students. Signed, Sean N. Jasper, Speaker of the House, offered today by Representatives Hennessy, Massimilla, and Bailey. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the faculty, the staff, the school board, and for you, all of the students of Littleton, I want to thank you very much for your honor here today. I want to thank you, students, because without you, this would not be possible. And I have to commend you all. This is the first time in a long time that we've gotten all of our students together. This recognition has gone a little bit of overtime, and you are to be commended for your attention, your behavior, and I thank you very much personally.